It was just dawn in Byron Bay, the eastern coast of Australia, where the sun was the first on the planet to touch the waves. The sound of seagulls echoed in the clear space, and the sky seemed to be opening a thin curtain of a new day. In the midst of that scene, two familiar figures from millions of TV viewers appeared: Sam Heughan and Caitriona Balfe. No stage lights, no hundreds of crew members, just them, the sand and the wind. Sam walked slowly, his bare feet imprinted on the damp sand that still had traces of last night's tide. Caitriona wore a thin beige sweater, her hair loosely tied, the wind blowing small strands of hair around her cheeks. No one said much, but the atmosphere between them was strangely peaceful. It was the peace of people who had spent thousands of hours working together, shared joys, sorrows, plays, and goodbyes. "I always felt safe around Sam," Caitriona once said in an old interview. "He was like a part of my family, but at the same time, he was a mystery that I never really solved." Byron Bay has hundreds of beachside cafes, but that morning, they chose a simple one. The Wreck Espresso Bar, a small corner decorated with seashells and driftwood. Sam ordered a flat white Caitriona, a matcha latte. The waiter recalled that they sat close to the railing eyes facing the sea occasionally, laughing softly when a strong wave crashed against the rocks. Sam said something that made Caitriona tilt her head, her hand unconsciously brushing his arm. In that moment, everyone could feel there was a rare intimacy between the two, both natural as breathing and deep as something woven from many years of attachment. An Australian tourist sitting nearby recalled, "I didn't recognize them right away. They looked like two old friends reminiscing. But when Sam laughed, that deep, warm laugh, I knew it was him." According to sources close to them, Sam and Caitriona came to Australia after finishing a hectic filming schedule for the final season of Outlander. Sam needed a place to relax. Caitriona wanted inspiration for an upcoming independent film she was directing. Byron Bay, with its pristine beaches, free-spirited artists, and a no-fame atmosphere, was the perfect choice. They rented a villa hidden behind eucalyptus trees. During the day, they drove along Lennox Head. At night, they cooked together, drank local wine, and listened to the crickets chirp against the southern hemisphere's starry sky. An elderly neighbor said he had seen them sitting on the porch, not saying anything, just looking at the moon. Sometimes Caitriona would smile, and Sam would look at her the way a man looks at something he deeply values. On the third day of their trip, they arrived at Lennox Head, a high cliff overlooking the ocean. As the sun began to set, the sky was bathed in a brilliant red and gold. Caitriona sat down on the grass barefoot, her skirt fluttering in the wind. Sam stood behind her camera in hand. "Kate, look over here," he said. She turned the sunset, reflecting in her blue-gray eyes, making the photograph Sam took one of the most beautiful frames he had ever taken. A moment later, when the wind picked up, Sam stepped forward, holding up his hand to shield her from the sand. A small gesture, but everyone who saw it understood not all connections needed words. Their last night in Byron Bay, they had a small group of friends over for a campfire on the beach. Someone turned on acoustic music. Someone brought a bottle of local whiskey. Sam, a true Scot, opened the bottle and poured 2 glasses. Coming to Australia and still bringing wine, Caitriona teased, "You never change." "And neither do I," Sam replied, his gaze lingering a little longer. After a few songs, they sat by the fire, looking out at the Black Sea. Caitriona asked, "Do you ever think we'll remember these days?" Sam smiled. "I think we've lived the most memorable. No one knows what they said next. But witnesses claim that when the wind blew hard, they saw Caitriona lean her head on Sam's shoulder. Not for a photo, not for an act, but for a real moment so natural that the sea seemed to stop for the whole night. 5. When the world started to wonder, when the image of them on the beach was leaked, social media exploded. The Outlander Universe fan page reposted with the caption, "Jamie and Claire, but in real life." The hashtag Ashia Sam and Kate in Australia went viral. Some people believe it's just friendship. Others think it's what they've been waiting for a decade. Sam responded succinctly on Instagram story. "Byron Bay is a place to breathe, not speculate." Caitriona then shared a sunset photo with no caption, just a sundowner. 7. There's something deeper behind the smiles. Anyone who has ever met Sam and Caitriona knows they're both private and thoughtful people. Sam once said he was afraid of losing their friendship if anyone misunderstood their relationship. There are people you just want to keep in your life, no matter what he shared in an interview last year. True friendship, sometimes even stronger than love, but it's that silence that makes it all the more intriguing. In a noisy world of rumors and social media, the fact that the two chose to stay silent, live authentically, and enjoy the sunny days perhaps says it all. A week later, Sam and Caitriona left Australia on an overnight flight from Sydney. They walked through security without holding hands, but the look they shared before parting said it all, a feeling that needed no definition. On Instagram, Sam posted a photo of a coffee cup left on the villa balcony. The photo was empty, but the caption was just one sentence. "Every sunset leaves a story untold." Caitriona wrote, "Grateful for the sun, the sea, and the souls who make life brighter." Fans understand that those souls, perhaps just one person. Today, if you go to Byron Bay and walk along Clark's Beach early in the morning, you may still see two people's footprints in the sand. One big one, small parallel, and stretching far away. The waves have erased them, but they cannot erase them from the memories of those who witnessed them. A local once told a journalist, "The Australian sea has a very special way of keeping secrets. It doesn't say it, but it remembers." And if those two people really have something special, I believe this place will keep it for them forever. A trip to Australia may just be a short vacation after a series of stressful working days. But for Sam Heughan and Caitriona Balfe, it was perhaps a reminder of something even more precious. The genuine connection between two people who have walked together through the light and shadow of fame of time. And as the sunset dyed the ocean of Byron Bay golden, we understood that sometimes not every story needs a clear ending. Some feelings are born not to be named, but only to be felt like sunlight breaking on the waves, sparkling and then disappearing, but still imprinted in the heart of the person who saw it.